Hi everyone, it's Lisa and welcome to Make It Monday. Today is week 32 in my series on techniques. Thanks for joining me. Pictures of the projects will be posted on my blog. The address is at the end of the video. Today I'm going to teach you how to make beaded pens. These pens might be a little difficult to see, so I'm going to hold them up a little bit closer to the camera, but I'm going to show you how to create them. The first thing you're going to need is a Pentel RSV pen. Now you can buy these individually at all of your office supply stores. I even found them at Walmart, and they do come in different colors. I've seen them in black and red. The reason I like the Pentels is because they separate, which is what you're going to need for this project. So the cap on the end twists, and then out comes the ink that leaves the barrel empty so that we can fill it with designer paper or stamped cardstock. I'm also going to take off the top, and I'm also going to take off the little stopper on the end. So that leaves us with these 4 pieces. You're going to need a piece of designer series paper. This one is Eastern Elegance, and either side is fine. I like the bolder of the sides of my designer paper. Great project for your scraps. This needs to be cut 4 1/4 inch by 3/4 of an inch. You're also going to need a piece of the Stampin' Up adhesive sheets. Now this is what they look like when they come packaged, and I knew I've saved all these small pieces for a reason because they've come in really handy. This is like sticky strip on a sheet, so it's double-sided and it works great for this project. This needs to be cut 3 1/4 inch by 1 1/4 inch. Start with the designer series paper, and you're going to need a bone folder as well. You're going to want to condition this paper by running your bone folder on both sides of it just to break down the stiffness or the fibers in the paper. Then you're going to take the ink barrel and you are going to lay it down on your paper, and you are going to begin to curl it. Once you get this going, what I find is I lay my palms down and I roll it. Now by rolling it, what you're doing is you're forcing the paper to wrap around the pen. We're going to stick this down inside the barrel of the pen and just push your designer paper in there. You can always use the pen tip too if you need to kind of give it a little bit push. Your pen's going to go back inside. Make sure you put the stopper back on and then twist this closed. Now this in itself is fabulous, isn't it? With some handmade note cards, this would make a great gift this time of year, but we're going to keep going. So with this top off, now comes the adhesive sheet that we've pre-cut. I like to use my paper piercing tool, because those of you that watch me know I have no fingernails. I keep them short because of all the ink. To separate this, I'm going to lay it down. It's very sticky. And I'm going to center it between here and here. Then I'm going to roll it forward so that it goes around the pen. Now you can see that the adhesive sheet is now taped to the outside of the pen. I want you to go back over it and I want you to burnish it with your hands. I want to make sure that the tape is stuck really well, because we are going to pull off the red side, or the red line as some people call it, to reveal the other sticky side. I'm bringing in a small tray with some micro beads. Now I got these at a craft store, and this is what they look like, and you can get smaller. I was just experimenting, and I really liked these because they're kind of bulky and it makes the pen easy to hold on to. I poured them in a coffee filter on purpose so that when I'm done I can get them back inside a small Ziploc bag to reuse what's left over. So now back to the pen. We have our beads ready. I'm going to go use my paper piercing tool to remove the other side of this adhesive sheet. It's easy to do as long as you have the paper piercing tool. Okay, again, really sticky. But this now is going to go inside here, and we're going to roll the pen in the beads. There's some areas that didn't get beads. Now make a little mound of beads and roll that area back in it and press and turn. You're not going to cover every inch of it, and that's the point, because you want to see the designer paper down inside. So just keep rolling and pressing until you're satisfied with what you have. And then what I've done is I give it a little fist squeeze to make sure all the beads are on there really nice and tight. And then the cap goes back on. Now, here's the best part. You can add a little bit of ribbon if you want to coordinate, which is what I've done with these. Now, and the ribbon can actually be not a perfect match because this kind of turns the designer paper a little bit an opaque color. Again, makes a great little gift. I did add a small glue dot underneath the little clip there just to hold my ribbon in place so it didn't slide up and down that little shaft of the pen. But this is called Beaded Pens. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of the upcoming techniques in my series. And I look forward to seeing you next week for Make It Monday.